Right now, some of the most viewed videos on YouTube feature nothing but simple stick figures. They routinely outperform highly polished, expensive productions, pulling in millions of views and keeping audiences hooked until the very last second. This chart shows estimated monthly revenue and subscriber counts for two benchmark channels. Backbench Animations sits at over 700,000 subscribers, while Rico Animations pushes past 12.9 million. With billions of views, these minimalist channels bring in from $67,000 to well over $200,000 a month. Drawing every single frame by hand used to take years of practice and thousands of hours. Today, a series of chained AI tools handles the heavy lifting, turning simple text prompts into fully animated sequences in minutes. By the end of this workflow, you'll have a complete 60-second vertical video, fully voiced and animated. We'll break this down into 5 distinct steps. Stripping away complex backgrounds and intricate character designs does 2 things. It completely removes the production bottleneck for you as a creator, and it feeds the platform algorithms exactly what they want: hyper-focused, distraction-free stories that hold a viewer's attention. Step 1 is setting up the brain of the operation. We use a master prompt in ChatGPT that acts as the central nervous system for everything that follows. You provide a specific topic, like, "Is comfort killing growth?" and set a strict duration limit of 60 seconds. From that single input, the AI generates a complete scene-by-scene voiceover script, specifically paced for short-form video. Beneath the script, the prompt also outputs the exact visual instructions needed to generate the illustrations for every single scene. Finally, it produces the specific motion parameters that will dictate how our static images need to move. Creating the spoken script, the visual directions, and the motion parameters all at once from a single source ensures that when you move to the generation tools, your scenes remain perfectly consistent. Step 2 is creating the static visuals. For this, we use a platform called Rendar AI. To give the system a baseline, you upload a single reference image of a Stickman character. To get that clean, minimalist aesthetic, you need to select the Seed RAM 4 Edit model from the drop-down menu. Right next to the model selector, set the aspect ratio to 9:16. Skipping this ruins the vertical framing for TikTok or YouTube Shorts. Paste the Scene 1 image prompt, hit Generate, and save the result. Then repeat this process sequentially for every scene in the script. Locking in these static frames ensures the character's proportions and style remain identical across the entire timeline. The AI needs this mathematical consistency before it can accurately calculate fluid motion. With the images rendered, step 3 is animation. You stay right inside Rendar AI, but switch over to the video creation mode. Select the CDance 1.5 Pro model. Set your aspect ratio to 9:16, lock the resolution at 1080p, and limit duration to 5 seconds. When you paste your video animation prompt from earlier, the static illustration steps into a fluid walk cycle, bringing the scene to life. Because we are building a separate high-quality voiceover track, ensure the platform's native audio is toggled off and completely bypass the lip-sync features. Converting still drawings into fluid motion captures the viewer's eye immediately. This constant on-screen movement prevents drop-offs, driving up the retention metrics that push short-form content into wider distribution. Step 4 is generating the narration. We use an external text-to-speech tool called Dubdub to produce natural, professional-grade audio. Paste your entire script into the workspace. Select a voice style that matches your subject matter, and export the final audio file. Step 5 is integration. We bring everything into a free video editor like CapCut to assemble the separate pieces. Drop the audio file onto the bottom track. This waveform is the structural foundation. Next, drag your video clips above, trimming them so every new scene matches a pause or peak in the voiceover. To finish the edit, generate auto captions to make the story easy to read on mute, and lay down a subtle music track, keeping the volume low so it supports the narration instead of overpowering it. Syncing the visual cuts directly to the cadence of the voiceover removes the robotic, disconnected feeling common in careless AI generation. It makes the final export feel intentional and highly produced. When you render the timeline, you get a clean, continuous 60-second sequence. The motion is smooth. The narration is clear and cohesive, and the visuals tell a complete story. What used to take days of tedious keyframing and manual illustration can now be generated and edited in a matter of minutes. Export the sequence in high resolution and upload the file natively to vertical-first platforms like YouTube Shorts and TikTok. Chasing a single viral hit is a gamble. Executing this exact workflow consistently builds a library of engaging media, turning a simple, repeatable process into a reliable income stream.